Often I get mixed reactions when I tell people I work for Fire and Rescue New South Wales. A lot of people are shocked. They honestly don't believe that I work for the organisation. They think it's impossible. And I think that people are really used to the perception of Fire and Rescue New South Wales predominantly being firefighters. Fire and Rescue New South Wales are a really inclusive organisation. They welcome all people of different disabilities to work. There are a variety of roles. And it's not just limited to the firefighter position. Hello, my name is Leyla Craig. I work for Fire and Rescue New South Wales as a Disability Inclusion and Engagement Officer. Sometimes people can be surprised, or they can be a bit nervous in terms of how to communicate or approach a deaf person. But I always find a way. The last thing that I would want is for people to be frightened of me. I won't bite. I'm a very nice person. I always find a way to communicate with people. If it's by paper and pen, if it's through SMS, email, if we book an interpreter, I think it would be fantastic if I had an interpreter with me 24/7, but unfortunately that's not the case. I always find it fantastic when employers ask us, how can we make sure that you're more comfortable in the workplace? What that means is they want to be adjustable to our access, what we need, and how to work together, which I really think is fantastic. So one of the changes that we are hoping to make within the organisation is to give a positive spotlight on disabilities. That could be both for the frontline firefighters and the behind-the-scenes staff. We believe that everyone has something to offer at Fire and Rescue New South Wales. And, oops, so sorry, I think we're going to have to hold. When I first started working here 3 years ago, I realised that the organisation is huge. There are so many firefighters that work here. But one day, Joe contacted me, and I was quite shocked that he could sign and we could communicate. I thought it was terrific. I thought we should have more firefighters that I could communicate with.
My name's Joe. I've been working as a firefighter at Chester Hill for 7 years and learning Auslan for 5 years, and am now fluent in Auslan. If there was any advice that I could give to someone, it would be that knowledge is power when it comes to disability and inclusion in the workspace. You should not be afraid to ask someone about their disability and how you can work with them to overcome any barriers that they might have.
I think it's a really good opportunity to have Joe because you'll never know when you're working in an emergency situation. If there is a deaf or hard of hearing person, then you are easily able to communicate with that person. And I'm sure that there's many other firefighters that have hidden skills that could be suitable for other disability communities as well. I think after firefighters have a conversation with me and have that experience of talking with a deaf person, they feel a lot more comfortable and confident. Just to realise it's a different way of communicating. So if we decide we want to work together collaboratively, if we want to develop resources, then have these discussions, then first of all, we need to make sure that there is fair opportunities within these decisions to make sure that the disability communities feel included. Sometimes people with disabilities aren't used to that idea. Often, we are the ones historically deciding for them, but now it's about understanding their experiences and having their input in the decisions that we're making, and how we can best support these communities in an emergency.